Hello, everybody. I miss you dearly. I just had to come on here and create a video for you to show you how to factor trinomials when a doesn't equal 1. There's a ton of videos out there, but I have a way that I feel is the best so you don't get all confused. I find this the easiest. You're welcome to use any other method that you see out there. I might even include other videos on the link. But I just wanted to run through the method that I use and I'm most comfortable with, and you might like it. So we have a trinomial here, 1, 2, 3 terms. The a term, that's the coefficient in front of x squared, is something other than 1. All right? I just can't look at 12 and 11 and figure out what multiplies to 12 and add to 11 because I have this a term here. What I do is I call this the AC method. All right, if you look up the AC method, you might see something slightly different than this, but I just wanted to show you what this is all about, how I do it. I multiply A times C, and I get myself a completely new trinomial. So I move that 2 over with the 12, the A times the C, and I write a new trinomial with an a term of 1. Then I factor this by looking at two numbers, looking for two numbers that multiply to 24 and add to 11. Right? If that's an issue for you, I suggest writing down the factor pairs of 24. 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6, 5 and nothing, and then 6 and 4. Start with 1 and work your way up. Once you have a repeating pair, so I didn't do 5 because it doesn't go into 24 evenly, but 6 repeated with 4, I know that these are all of my factor pairs. Now I have to find a factor pair here that adds to 11. So that would be 3 and 8. So I factor this the same way I would. So I would say x plus 3, x plus 8. Then I have to take this a term back into account. I'm not done at this step. Don't stop here. I have to take and then divide each of these by that a term of 2. So this becomes x plus 3 over 2 and x plus 8 over 2. Now here we have to simplify these. 3 over 2, can I simplify 3 halves? No. So what do you do when you have left a fraction here? Make that the coefficient of x. So this binomial is 2x plus 3. And then what do you do with 8 and 2? You simplify that to be 4. You are now done. 2x squared plus 11x plus 12 factors to be 2x plus 3 times x plus 4. I got another one coming for you, just in case you want to see another example. Hold on. Okay, next example, 6x squared plus 11x minus 10. In order to factor this, right, it has an a term of 6. So in my method, you take 6 and multiply it by negative 10. So a times c is going to be negative 60. Now we have to find our factors of negative 60 that add, or in this case subtract, to 11. So we find our factor pairs of 60. Ignore the negative right now. We can take that into the account later. We know our signs are going to be different because our product, our answer to our multiplication, was negative, and the only way to get a negative is we're going to have different signs here. But ignore that negative for right now when you're coming up with factor pairs. So we have 1 and 60, 2 and 30, 3 and 20, 4 and 15. You realize that that's it. You can stop right there. I'm going to keep going. And we have 5 and 12. We have 6 and 10, 7 and nothing, 8 and nothing, 9 and nothing, and then 10 and 6. but we already have that 10 and that 6 pair, so I know I have them all. Now, we have to figure out what multiplies to negative 60 and adds to 11. That's going to be that 4 and that 15. Positive 4, or sorry, we're trying to get positive 11. So that is going to be negative 4 and positive 15. So our new trinomial, x squared plus 11x minus 60, factors to be x minus 4, x plus 15. Negative 4 times 15 is negative 60. Negative 4 plus 15 is 11. But I'm not done. Don't stop here. We have to bring the 6 back in. So I would divide each of these by 6. All right? And I have to simplify. So 4 divided by 6. How do I simplify 4 divided by 6? 2 goes into each of them. So this becomes x minus 2/3. How do I simplify 15 over 6? What goes into 15 and 6? 3. So this becomes x plus 5/2. But I do not want to leave these as a fraction. So what do I do with my denominators when I have a fraction left? Is I take the denominator and I put it in front of the x. That's the same thing as multiplying this entire binomial by 3 and this by 2. But for simplicity of it, just put it in front of the x. So this would be 3x minus 2 and 2x plus 5. So 6x squared plus 11x minus 10, factors to be 3x minus 2 times 2x plus 5. A quick check, it's not a complete check, but it's a good idea to say 3x and 2x is our 6x squared, and negative 2 and 5 is negative 10. If you did the rest of this, you're confident with the rest of this, you get 11x. If you really wanted to go through and check it, you can FOIL it all out to see if you're right. All right. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I miss all of you.